Widnes back again. Excuses? There'll be a few. There is always a few. There's always room for an excuse. Washed out last week. 17:20. Can we get there? 17:35 2 weeks ago. We're going to get after it. It means we're going to have to step up to the 17:30. No, not 17:30. That would be a slow K. 3:30 a K. Not over. Got to keep it under it, and then a faster finish should do the job. Got company again. Mr. Jeffers is back. Cam says he thinks he's got a PB on the cards, so I said let's go to Widnes. Let's not mess about. Let's put our money where our mouths are. I think his PB is 16:53 without double checking. He's got serious pedigree. Former professional cyclist. I mean, he's got some serious VO2 max probably. Hopefully we'll get his brother back out as well in the coming weeks. Professional boxer. Absolutely don't mess with Mark Jeffers. And we could have a triple up. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get the show on the road. Let's get these quads nined in the pain cave. I fancy messing with them geese. See those puppies? I've already had a hiss or two at me. It's almost like my wife at like 6:30 in the morning. Whew. New nickname for her, the goose. No. Well, here we are, we're on the start line. It's time to get in amongst these Liverpool running bugs who turn out in numbers every week, which is great to see. And little did I know it, but Tight Pants Tim, who we gave a bit of grief to last week, happened to be there as well.
Oh, there he is.
Legend. I didn't think you'd see it. I like it. I like it. I nearly bought my own.
I know you're going to buy your own.
I will.
Tight pants on the mind. I almost jumped the gun, which means I checked myself, wrecked myself, missed the whistle and looked like an absolute plonker setting off on this park run. But good news is, we seem to have a whole gaggle of people who are up for a fast time today. They set off like a steam train, but then all decided to slow down. Well, good news lads, because I wasn't here for a slow time. I was here to get after it, and I thought, right, I can't afford to mess around today. I'm here for a fast time. I've got to set off with the bit between my teeth and make sure I don't leave myself with too much work to do at the end. I'm the controller of this train. Choo choo, get on, let's get after it. So a quick one for you all to answer. I have been asked on my Instagram a few times in the DMs what time I could do for a 3,000 metre run. The reason being is that a lot of ski teams use 3,000 metres as their fitness test. So should we go out there, get to a running track and see what time I can put in for 3,000 metres? So if you think it's a good idea, let me know in the comments and I can go and search out a running track. Might be in a couple of weeks, mind, as I'm going away skiing, but do let me know and we can make it happen. Anyway, back to the action, and Hurricane Harry's got his jumper on. Anyone with a jumper on in 20 degrees muggy weather, I'm dubious of, because surely they can't be going for a max effort with a jumper on. Anyway, let's see what Hurricane Harry's got. I'm thinking this guy must be cruising today. 500 metres in, I'm settling into my running rhythm now. I'm still with the front group, but on my left comes Mr. Jeffers. He is looking smooth. He's looking smoother than his legs. Those cycling legs, they get waxed, veted monthly. Away we go, on our way to the first lap of the pond where the geese will be waiting with their necks up and hisses out. But thankfully, I've got 3 musketeers and a flying pensioner that'll be going round before me.
Good morning!
Top marshals in fine voice as always, and the geese scatter, leaving a rather large amount of excrement behind, which on this wet path is actually super slippy. Felt like I was going around an ice rink right now. Leaving the pond for the first time and past the 1k marker. I've done it in a 3:22. We are off to an absolute flyer. Still with the front group. I think I've had a head rush. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to pay for this later, but we've got after it like we planned, and we're trying to stay with this front group. I kind of wish I was right there. I kind of wish I was with them, because as we turn right, there's a stinking headwind. And then out of nowhere, Tight Pants came. Tight Pants was on my shoulder as we speak.
The lad with the jumper on last time was a Liverpool number. Yeah. Torpedo. I heard, yeah. He is as well. Anyone with the jumper on. Yeah.
Thankfully, we were having a good laugh about Torpedo Tom, who came past me at the end of the last video I was here. As you can tell from his voice, he's actually called Phil. Phil was taking it easy today. He was mid-long run, so he was running around this to get his Ks up. And his voice was a lot fresher than mine. And I'm sorry, Phil, but I just had no chat. I was already starting to breathe pretty deeply at this point. And I was just trying to get in the zone, trying to keep my head in the game, as we say. But we'll see you again. We'll see him after. We'll have a catch-up with Phil after, appreciating the banter. 2K's up now, and it's a 3:29. Thankfully, Hurricane Harry dropped off the front group and was giving me the perfect carrot to chase. I was hopeful that he'd stay there and I could latch on, because a 3:29 second K is what we were after. We're keeping it under the 3:30. This is perfect to get after that 17:20. I'm feeling decent still. I'm still feeling good. This is a bit of a drag though, a bit of a wet path. Is there an excuse coming? There is. I could feel the traction. I could feel I was just slipping a little bit coming up this hill. And you know, these PBs, these fast efforts, you need good conditions. But anyway, it wasn't slowing me down much. But we were coming back to the champion marshals for our second loop around Duckpoo Corner Pond. Absolutely love those marshals. Top marshalling. Respect where respect is due. I don't know if it's a father and son or a grandfather and his grandson, but they are doing a cracking job to keep people motivated. And as we see, Hurricane Harry's come back to play. I think I've timed this to perfection. We're turning right, and as we turn right, the headwind hits us. And as it hits us, it seems to have blown Hurricane Harry's wheels off. He's absolutely hit a brick wall. And I instantly think, Harry, mate, I cannot go at that tortoise pace. He did absolutely nothing to help the 17:20 effort. I had to breeze past. I thought maybe he's playing the game. Maybe he's the one that wants the shelter. And more bad news was to follow as I hit the third K with a 3:36. I was quite shocked when I saw the time. I was like, where the heck did that time go? 3:22 first K, 3:29. I was plain sailing. A 3:36 was not in the script. And this was bad news because the front guys are gone. Hurricane Harry had failed me. And the last 2Ks were going to be fully on my own. Not good news when you're starting to tire. And anyone who knows running knows you can really do with a carrot just ahead of you if you want to just get those extra seconds out of yourself. But then all of a sudden, my watch vibrated, 4th K up, and a 3:36. What am I doing? I'd let the 4th K slip as well. It was so hard on my own. The wind was blowing a bit, but it's just tough when you're just slogging around on your limit by yourself. A 3:36 was like a steam train coming through my morale. Thankfully, I knew I was up against the clock. I knew that I was putting this on the internet. I didn't want it to look embarrassing, let's put it that way, so I dug in. I kept going. I tried to up it. We were coming to the finish with 100 metres to go. No one around me. I think I was 31 seconds off the people ahead of me and 40 odd ahead of anyone behind me. Talking about no man's land. That's exactly where I was. But finish in sight. I was digging in. I wanted that season's best, if nothing else. And as we were coming up to the marshals, they were shouting their encouragement. I just wanted it to be over, get to the line, and I managed to get it back down in the final K, a 3:23. I left it all out there. Thank goodness I finished strong. Did I get the 17:20? I'm not sure. We'll have to check the results. Time to go and find Mr. Jeffers, see if he's mission PB. So that's it. P1.
P1. It's not a win because it's not a race, but first finisher, fastest finisher.
Yeah, fastest walker.
Fastest walker.
What do you reckon? PB?
Yeah,
Nice.
I did 16:47-ish.
Chapeau.
So about a 6-7 second PB.
Chapeau, Mr. Jeffers. Check out his YouTube, it's way better than mine. And his brothers.
How did you go? Did you get on the 17:20?
No.
Oh.
I was on my own for 3Ks. I was thinking I was about 17:25. We'll see what the results say, but
hopefully they started the watches late.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. It's always nice for a couple of seconds. Oh, there we go. Should be a sub 17:30 anyway. Better go and find Mandy to get that pram. There'll be hell to pay. Here comes the flying Dutch woman. The Dutch train. Looking fresher this week. Nina's coming in for a switch. Are you carrying on? Yeah. Oh crikey. Cheapers. Oh. Nope, she's left the pram. That's communication breakdown. The times came in and Cam did it a 16:43. Chapeau monsieur. I got a season's best with a 17:26. It's not a PB, it is a PB at this course. But I've got to find something in case 3 and 4. Did I go out too hard? Did I punish there? I don't know. Good job I came back strong. It was a good day in the office after all. I managed to locate Tight Pants Tim. He's actually called Phil. I thought he wanted a scrap at the start. Here he is, the man. He is a legend. He was chatting to me after a K. I'm not sure I got much chat, mate, but I'll try. I went out hard for me. And that is the beauty of parkrun. You meet some cracking people, you get your run done, they appreciate the banter, and now, because I've been talking, I've got to jog over to the park for Nina, and Daddy daycare starts. So next week, I'm actually away, back training, off to the head factory. Wednesday, get some new boots done, and then, yeah, park running ski boots, sat for the views. Not sure that's for this year anyway. Don't think my coach would be too impressed with me doing that, or my ski boots. But yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.